たか ?1, 2, 3, 4! Yes!
Yo-kai Watch
Puni players, Robbett here. At the tail end of last year, Yo-kai Watch Busters 2 was released for the 3DS and Puni Puni got an event to go with it. Since then, we've been focused on Christmas and movie events, but it's time to go back and find the rest of the Banbaraya family. The Banbaraya Gasha is back, and the event starts off with a raid up for the new yokai Catherine, Tranka, and Gustav. All three of these Banbaraya family members have special abilities during the event. The Yo-kai Watch Busters 2 Hidden Treasure event is here. The Banbaraya family is now fully assembled. In addition, the Holy Spirit Banbaraya SSS-rank has been added with a unique ultimate. As usual, there are plenty of new event-exclusive yokai that can be obtained through the Banbaraya Gasha, point store, on the event map, and through score attack. The impossible stage features the Demon Banbaraya, who's very strong, but you can get help from the event yokai. The Holy Spirit Banbaraya provides a large damage bonus against Demon Banbaraya, while Tranka and Spat provide small damage bonuses. Catherine gives a large defense bonus when battling the Demon Banbaraya, while Tranka and Spat provide medium defense bonuses. During the event, you can earn a 50% bonus to Y-point balls with both the Holy Spirit Banbaraya and Gustav. The previous Busters 2 Impossible Stage yokai, Goin, will break Y-point balls with one hit when using his ultimate. Lastly, the previous Banbaraya Gasha exclusive, Dandori, makes a return during this event and increases the rate at which Y-point balls appear. In the Y-point shop, you can find great items such as skill secrets, extreme soul secrets, G-coins, and exclusive Banbaraya family members. There will also be limited time daily Y-point missions added during the event. Looking at the Y-point shop contents, we've got a much larger than normal selection of event yokai available. Spat, a new Busters 2 yokai, is exclusive to the shop, and you can find previous Busters 2 and Treasure Busters yokai along with the other exclusives. In addition to the previously mentioned books and coins, you can also get fusion items for the KK Bros and Android Yamada. Stuff's going on, there's a story here, it's interesting I'm sure, but before we get to the event stages, it's time to hit up the Banbaraya Gasha. Now that we always have the raids, you can see that the SSS rank is going to be pretty rare, but you've still got a decent chance for the SS and S ranks. Additionally, we've got the Kurikoma and Trivia passes as well as the Columbus biography. Catherine is currently raid up, but Dandori the Super Booster, Goin, and Neko Nisei are all present and are amazing yokai. In the S ranks, both Tranka and Gustav are raid up, and Maz and Kamen and Cleopatra are here, as well as a surprising addition of the Budokai exclusive Nostradamus. There are a few more Treasure Busters yokai and Budokai exclusives in the lower ranks as well. Through almost 500 rounds of Budokai grinding, I was able to get back up to my preferred 150,000 Y points, so let's see what we can get. The answer, at least for the first 10 cranks, is not much. For the second 10 cranks, it's looking like more of the same until we reach the first gold capsule. Out jumps Catherine. Catherine is a mysterious SS rank defense booster. Her skill is that her ultimate gauge gets filled when other ultimates are used. Looks like the next gold capsule holds something new as well, and here's Tranka. Tranka is a shady S-rank single attacker. That's pretty good for the first two 10 cranks, two of the new event exclusives. Let's keep going. And going. And going. I'm using the ridiculous speed up feature here because that's another 170 cranks or 76,500 Y points on top of the first 9,000 without anything new. I've gotten Catherine and Tranka a bunch more times, but no sign of the raid up Gustav or the new SSS rank. Y points are far too hard to come by to keep throwing more away, so for now at least, it's time to venture out into the event proper. There are a bunch of new missions added, so check them out for Y money, Y point, and other prizes. Now, I always hit up the shrine before a new event, and this time is no different. What is different is that I get the shrine super bonus. The way to tell is that there's no more dialogue after the 6 Japanese ellipsis. I've been working for a long time on a befriending video, so I'll explain more there, but bottom line is that this is going to help with befriendings today. As for the actual event map, if you've played the previous Busters 2 event or watched that video, you're going to recognize it. Yep, it's the same event map. The stage yokai are a little different, but really we're talking about the hidden stages, the rare appearance, bosses, and impossible stage. Everything else is fundamentally the same. As a result, we're zooming all the way up to the first boss, Spat, who guards the route to the second map. You're not going to find much difficulty in the first map stages, and that's true of Spat here as well. Spat's got 6,500 hit points and only does 180 damage with each attack. Unfortunately, you can't befriend him. You're going to need to hit up the point shop for that. I'm using my newish grinding team here with both super boosters, with the benefit of Dandori providing more Y point balls. There's nothing super special about this team, but since I don't need Y money anymore, it's mainly just to get through the stages quickly. The higher the stage, the more Y points are going to appear, so I'll concentrate on grinding later on. Additionally, I don't have either of the Y point bonus yokai yet, so it's not optimal. See ya, Spat. It was nice while it lasted. Moving on to the second map, we're going to zoom past the whole thing to the boss as well. If you didn't manage to get the Doyagari yokai during the last event, those are the seashell guys. They appear on some of these stages and you can probably befriend them reasonably easily. We're here at the second boss, Tranka, who kinda looks like an evil pink Yoda with some crazy floating ponytails. That's just my opinion, feel free to differ. Tranka has 12,000 hit points and does 350 damage each attack, so he's definitely an upgrade from Spat. That being said, players starting out should take care in battling him. These boss stages aren't tribe restricted and you can continue, so if you've got some Y money, you're going to be okay. Tranka bites the dust as well, so we can head on up to the third map. Actually, there's a hidden stage staring at me that we haven't visited. We're heading back to stage 24 to open up the hidden route. The key to opening the hidden route is all about bonus balls, so I've brought 2 bonus ball makers, Hardy Hound and Karura. Actually, I messed up. I brought Karasu Tengu instead of Karura. Oh well, that's okay. Karasu Tengu's a rearranger, which will let me link and make Big Puni, which, when popped, should produce bonus balls. We're gonna be okay after all. Karasu Tengu and Karura, they're recolors, so I get them confused. Bonus balls ultimates were used, Big Puni were made and popped. Hopefully we've done enough. There we go. You need to make 9 bonus balls to open up the route to Hidden Stage 1. Hidden Stage 1 features Cindy Jaws. That is actually one of the strangest images I have seen in a while. I'm kinda speechless right now. Cindy's stage is tribe restricted to mysterious, charming, shady, and slippery. It's a no continue stage, she likes pizza, and she's got around 12,000 hit points. As this is a hidden stage, you can expect the befriending to be tougher than normal for an A rank, but don't forget I've got that special shrine bonus. Nope, not on the first try. Check this out, on my second try I realized I hadn't fed her until the literal last second. 1 sliver of fever gauge left. While I revel in my mastery of space and time, she can clearly be seen praying for a befriending, so let's get her that pizza and see if we can grant her wish. That's 2 battles, 1 befriending, and I'm good with that. Cindy Jaws, apart from being one heck of a lovely lady, is an A-rank slippery attack booster. Okay, now we can actually go to the third map. I know this is gonna shock you, but we're going to zoom up the map past all these stages. We're going straight up to stage 41. Yep, it's rare appearance time. Hold on to your puni. To my knowledge, the four-armed couch jockey playing both Puni and Wibwob simultaneously can only be found as a rare appearance on stages 19 and 41. I was lucky and ran into him right off the bat on 41, but if at first you don't see him, just reset or repeatedly battle. In my experience, he showed up fairly frequently, so there wasn't a lot of restarting required. A word of caution, this is something we've seen recently. When the rare appearance shows up, the yokai on the stage all get massive hit point bumps. In the case of our trio here, they each have 10,000 or more hit points, although their attacks are fairly low. Our good buddy Treet here also likes pizza, so have the good stuff on hand for when you do run into him. Unfortunately, he's too busy on his phones to bother befriending me, but he does leave a pizza behind. A few resets, he's back, and this time it's pizza and a treat. Treet is a shady B-rank healer. It's only a few more stages and then we're at the final boss, Catherine. Still can't befriend the boss, but you can continue and there are no tribe restrictions. She's got a very healthy 30,000 hit points and 300 attack with a 3-second countdown, so don't underestimate her. You can see I've switched to the odd combination of Kirikoma and Extreme Venoct simply to try and harvest more Y points per battle as I play through the stages for the first time. The good news is twofold. First, the initial Busters 2 event was the introduction of Y points and still one of the easier events to grind. Second, they've actually upped the amount of Y points you can get per ball slightly, so this is a good event to try and build your supply. 736,000 damage is gonna do it for Catherine. That's 4,200 Y money, not too shabby, just wish it were Y points. Not too much magic to open up the hidden route, you just need to beat Catherine without continuing. The route opens up, and here we are. The impossible stage. Demon Banbaraya is here, and he has more than enough arms to make sure we're going to have a hard time defeating him. He's tribe restricted to mysterious, charming, shady, slippery, and you cannot continue. Since I've got 2 of the event yokai that happen to get a defense bonus against him, I've added them to my team. In addition, I've brought Dogu, Extreme Blizzaria, and Wobble Walk to see if I can do enough damage without having the main damage up event yokai. Demon Banbaraya's got just shy of 80,000 hit points and does a little under 700 attack with a 3-second countdown. Yeah, he's super serious. After all, it turns out Demon Banbaraya is the one guarding the hidden treasure. The good news is the combination of Catherine and Tranka brings his 700 attack to only 296, so we're going to have plenty of time to try and do the 80,000 damage we need to. Since Catherine's a defense booster, I launch her Soultimate when it's available, figuring it'll prolong the battle even farther. Turns out he counterattacks Soultimates, and Soultimate drains as well. Awesome. So the strategy is going to be to get my booster and attackers up and available, but not use them until I need to, in order to avoid the counter. I'm in the fever and Dogu isn't up, but Tranka is, so I use his single attacker's ultimate. It's a totally reasonable 20,000 damage when he's maxed, unboosted, because he does have a small damage up against Demon Banbaraya. Note for later, I conveniently totally forget to use him to beat the impossible stage. I get Wobble Walk up and start it, but he's unboosted and the damage lands outside of Fever, so it's a weak 8,000 damage. I do the same with Extreme Blizzaria, but again outside of Fever, and as a Tracer it's only 12,000 damage. I repeat the Blizzaria experiment again, but it's too little too late, and we're out of hit points. When I fail, Whisper offers me some friendly advice. I should have pulled the SSS rank. Thanks a ton, Whisper. I realize that Spat's got both minor defense and damage bonuses, and he's in the point shop, so I quickly buy him. Spat is a slippery S-rank bottom popper and stunner. Once more we'll attempt Demon Banbaraya, and I've traded Extreme Blizzaria for Spat. Of course I didn't bother leveling Spat up, so while the damage is now cut to less than 200 per hit, I've actually got less hit points to start with. I've got Dogu and Wobble Walk up this time, and by using the Soultimates rapidly, one after the other, I'm able to avoid the Soultimate drain. Sort of. While I get Wobble Lock's ultimate off before it's drained, Demon Banbaraya still drains me, and the tracing only lasts a little over a second. Even boosted by Dogu, that's only 20,000 damage. I'm going to call that strategy a failure. I've gone with a very similar team, but I've subbed Extreme Blizzardia back in for Wobble Walk, and I've brought Pink Emperor for Unity, and so that his ultimate lasts a little longer when drained. I'm quickly into Fever, use Pink Emperor, and then quickly Extreme Blizzardia before the drain occurs. My phone's lagging a little, but that's 45,000 damage, not bad. I actually managed another Blizzardia thanks to her Snowball ability, but it falls outside of Fever and only does 15,000. He's actually most of the way down, so I just focus on getting those two Sultimate up and back into Fever. This time I do better with Blizzaria's ultimate and throw in Tranka as well, which makes it 80,000 damage for this Fever. We're good to go. Except that I totally forgot to feed him. No need to fear, intrepid Robbett Watch viewer, I've got that shrine bonus. It's only 3 more tries, and Demon Banbaraya is mine. Demon Banbaraya is an Eerie SS-rank attack booster and inflator. He's an Eerie Neko Nisei. His skill is Eerie Tribe Unity. That's it for the stages, but I'm still missing 2 yokai. As much as I hate to do it, I'm not going to push the video out without getting these yokai. Hold on to your puni, it's time to throw more Y points at the gacha. I'm jumping back into hyperspeed because it's gonna be 100 more cranks before a red capsule starts to shake. It's Gustav. Gustav is an Eerie S-rank attack booster and healer. After another 40 cranks, bringing the total to 340 cranks, I've spent around 140,000 Y points. Just to give some perspective, if you were to pay for those cranks with real money, it would be just under $1,000 US. I can do one more 10 crank, then I'll be under 4,500 Y points and I'll need to grind before I can do it again. 9 of the capsules are no good, but the 10th capsule is very good. Holy Spirit Banbaraya is a charming all-popper whose ultimate fills the ultimate gauges of other yokai. His skill is to revive if defeated and start with his ultimate gauge partially filled. Alright, so he's an all-popper like Enma Awoken. Big deal. What about this ultimate filling ability though? I've got a playfield filled with Dandori here and Banbaraya's ultimate is ready. I trigger his ultimate and he pops everything except the 2 bigger Y point balls. Watch closely though, you can see his energy moves over to Dandori and now Dandori's ultimate is full. You don't need to use a whole board though. I've painstakingly arranged a board with 13 Gustav, 13 Sun God Enma, and 13 Dandori with a few random Venokten Banbaraya Puni. 13 is the requirement to fill most ultimates, but you need to do that with a single size 13 Puni, otherwise it takes more. I launch Holy Spirit Banbaraya's ultimate and... there's the energy. All 3 of them are full. It'll take some thought to put a good strategy together to use it, but for now, this is my Y point grinding team. If you enjoyed the video, please caress that like button until you know it feels loved. For all the latest Puni Puni and Wibwob information, subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter. Until the next video, keep grinding those Y points.